Welcome back, everybody. We are here returning to Epcot for the second day in a row. Not a lot planned today. Of course, going to get on Guardians. You can't come to Epcot and not ride Guardians. So I know I'm going to do that. Might watch a little bit of Luminous tonight, if not the whole thing. Didn't really do any food and wine stuff yesterday. Just none of that really speaks to me. I'll stick with my chicken tenders and mac and cheese, if you know what I mean. So might look at some food and wine booths, see if anything jumps out. But other than that, just exploring the park, and we'll see where the day takes us. And just like that, we have made it inside. So I was in a debate with a friend yesterday. All this area here with the fountain and the gardens, is this part of the World Celebration neighborhood? My vote was that no. World Celebration didn't start until you got behind Spaceship Earth here, back in the new garden area back there where the Walt statue is and stuff. But she was saying yes, this is part of World Celebration. I guess I don't really know what else it would be if it wasn't World Celebration, but I don't know. If anybody knows, let us know. I'm gonna be honest, with Test Track down right now for the 3.0 refurb, Guardians on virtual queue, there isn't really a lot for me here in the daytime. Still my favorite park without a doubt. I mean, the atmosphere just walking around here is amazing, but ride-wise, I mean, I enjoy Spaceship Earth, but I'm never gonna wait more than a couple minutes for it. Mission Space, no-go. Frozen, great ride, love that, but once again, it's always a long wait, so I don't want to take up that much time out of my day. So right now, we are just going to wait for that 1 p.m. virtual queue to open up, hop in that for Guardians, and then we might head over to Magic Kingdom for a little bit, depending on when our Guardians VQ is, but we can, of course, just hop on the monorail and head right over there, so we'll see. We will just see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a VQ for Guardians that has a pretty quick return time, but you never really know. Could be 5 minutes, could be 5 hours. Not much you can do about it. I think let's head into Club Cool here just for a small, quick drink. It's free, small. As long as we don't get Beverly, we'll be good. All right, the watermelon one from the Philippines. This is what I always get. I can't really say I love it, but I think it's probably my favorite there. It's good, just nothing special. But like I said, I'll drink anything there as long as it's not Beverly. Let's walk around the World Celebration Gardens here, see if there's anything new. I've noticed a lot of new chairs and seating over here. I don't believe this was here last time. And also the Forces of Nature show. I haven't watched that or even seen the stage where they've been doing that. Let's see if we can figure out where that is. On the way through the gardens here, looks like we do have some festival markets set up over here with some food and wine merch. Just the same stuff they have everywhere, I believe. Nothing special. And then Sunglass Hut over here as well. Interesting. Okay, so right over here, just to the left of Spaceship Earth, if you're by the center garden area, is where the Forces of Nature show is. And I believe they actually just got extended. I think it was scheduled to end pretty here soon. But I saw that they posted more show times and extended the show out, so must mean that people are enjoying it, so that's good to see. So over here by Communicore Hall, this is the new Mickey and Friends meet and greet that just recently opened. This is certainly the nicer side of Communicore Hall. Lovely mural outside, and I love the design they went with on the building. Also, they have a festival booth here by the hall as well, next to the Encanto show. And then, of course, inside, I'm sure you guys have all seen what that looks like. It's interesting to say the least, certainly a little bit lackluster in my opinion, and I was hoping it would get better when it was festival time, but it is food and wine now, and it looks just about the same as it did before, just with a couple of retail spots, and then the festival booth as well. Let's go in here and take a look so I can show you guys. Like I said, it's not bad, but it's underwhelming, to say the least. This is kind of a neat little garden area out here. Haven't noticed this before. All right, Communicore Hall. So of course we have all the pavilion banners and flags up here on the side. That's honestly my favorite part. I love those pavilion banners, similar to the flags out at the front of the park, but the rest of the space is just retail. And then the Macatizers booth with some great mac and cheese, by the way. Definitely go check that out. A couple of dining tables, cash registers, and that's about it. A lot of neat little food and wine merch, though. Lots of ratatouille, of course, and all types of stuff here. At the end of the day, I'm thankful for it though. The best part here is that you can walk everywhere here in the center of Epcot without hitting construction walls, without having to take detours. You can walk from Imagination Pavilion all the way over to Test Track, well, not Test Track I guess, but Guardians. You can head over towards the land and the seas, all in one straight path, just like it was meant to be. No detours, no construction walls. It looks beautiful. Great shot of Imagination here. I do hope that we get something for Imagination here in the future. I really expected something at D23 to be honest, but didn't get anything there, so all we can do is hope that our little purple friend Figment gets an update here in the near future. Something I noticed on Living with the Land the other day that I didn't realize they did, during Food and Wine, they have markers up on each of the plants that are used here in Food and Wine with what the ingredient is, where they use it, and then like what booth it's in and what meal it's a part of. So neat to see them doing different things there and Living with the Land other than just what they do for Christmas, of course. Maybe they do it for the other holidays too and I just haven't noticed. I'm not quite sure. Let's head over here to Test Track. I know that the canopy is completely down. It's certainly an interesting look. I gotta say I like it a lot more than I thought I would. But let's see what the construction looks like over here. Passing by the Flavors from Fire booth over here. They got some burgers. I gotta say one of them does look pretty good. And then they also have the Impossible Burger as well, some sliders. And then it looks like some other beers and brews and stuff like that. The other day we were standing over here by these grills. It is hot. Props to those cast members standing out there by those grills all day long. It's hot enough out here as it is. I can't imagine having to stand by those grills and cook, so props to them. Just adjacent to that here is the Coastal East booth. If I had to guess, I'd say some seafood and other stuff like that. This is all up here towards Test Track, by the way. So over here by Test Track, as I was saying, you can see the canopy's down. The Test Track sign is also down from the front. And then down here they have some cars. Same cars that were in the showroom before Test Track closed, but don't want to get over there too close to the wall and bug everybody who's looking at the cars and stuff, but not a lot you can see from over there, just the canopy being down. We'll hop on the monorail here in a little bit, take a closer look. Really the last piece of Epcot here behind these trees that was announced for the Epcot overhaul and really hasn't been touched. That is of course the Play Pavilion over here between Mission Space and Guardians. That's Spaceship Earth over here, she said. It is indeed, not Spaceship Earth. But yeah, you can just see the gold dome here from the Play Pavilion. At least that's what it was announced to be. Of course, the former's Wonder of Life Pavilion, where Buzzy was. I can't remember the name of his show, what it was, but hopefully they'll do something with it at some point. It's just kind of sat here ever since. I don't even really know where the pathway is they used to take to get up to it. It might be over here by Guardians, but I do remember when they first started construction, they were fixing a lot of the leaks on the roof because it was a very, very old roof with lots of leaks in it and stuff. But they got that all patched up and it kind of sat ever since and nothing's really happened. So maybe one day we'll hear something about it. Maybe it'll get torn down for something else. I've seen people pitching a health pavilion with the physical health side with Baymax and Big Hero 6, and then a mental health side with Inside Out characters. I think that's definitely very likely. They're obviously going a lot more IP focused lately, so I think that's a really good way to get some popular IP in there, but also keep the educational side of Epcot like it was always meant to be. All right, we got our Guardians virtual queue. Our estimated return time was, I think, like 4:30. Group 111, they're on about 65 now. So I think we are going to head over to Magic Kingdom, just take the monorail over there to the TTC, and then hop on the resort monorail, get to Magic Kingdom, see what's going on there. Didn't even ride anything here in Epcot, not sure if we will in Magic or not, but we're just hanging around, having a good time, seeing what's going on everywhere. Tonight is a party night at Magic Kingdom, so usually it's going to be quite a bit less busy there. So we might hop on some rides. Maybe we'll get lucky and a Tron VQ will still be open. I doubt it, but we'll find out. tomorrow is actually when Tron goes to standby, so I'm very interested to see what the wait times are going to be like for that once it goes to standby. Tomorrow is the 9th, by the way, for me at least. I really don't think the Tron wait times are going to be too bad. I think it'll be pretty comparable to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and I think it'll help Seven Dwarfs quite a bit. I think you'll see the wait time on that creep down as some of the strain pulls away from that. And Tron, maybe 55 minute wait average is my guess. But we'll keep an eye on it tomorrow, see how it goes, and hope for the best. I'm just hoping that Guardians follows soon, and then we're done with VQ rides for a while at least. All right, we made it here to the monorail station. Honestly, I cannot remember the last time that I rode the Epcot monorail loop. It's been years. Honestly, I'm thinking, and I can't recall ever doing it. I'm sure I have, but I couldn't tell you when. Let's head on in. Check the construction on test track from the monorail loop. Should have a lot better of a view. We have arrived here to Magic Kingdom. Of course, tonight is a Halloween party night, as I was saying. You can see they got the queues all set up here in front of the train station for the crowds tonight. Those 4 p.m. crowds always hit for the Halloween parties. It is packed trying to get in at this time. It does look like we can go in over here, actually. I thought they had it blocked off, but seems like everybody thought the same because all these tap points are nice and empty. Let's get in. I see that Tron VQ is still open. I don't know if we'll have time to wait around for it, but we will try. So after we tapped in, I checked on the VQ for Tron, and it is still open. However, I did forget you cannot hold more than 1 virtual queue at once. So because I haven't got on Guardians yet, I cannot get one for Tron. No problem though, like I said, it goes standby tomorrow, September 9th, so we'll be able to ride it as much as we want to. Not too worried about it. I think we're gonna go get on Pirates. It's always a short wait here. Maybe find another ride. First things first, we are gonna go back into Fantasyland and go to Pinocchio's Village to get a cup of ice water. Pinocchio's Village and Pecos Bill are my 2 favorite for getting complimentary water here in the Magic Kingdom. Always get the free water. Don't buy bottles of water, especially because it has ice in it. It's so much cooler, it tastes good, and it's free. That's what matters. We have a pretty empty Main Street here this morning. You can walk straight down the center of the trolley tracks, no problem. The sides are pretty empty. Like I said, if you can come here on a Halloween party day, definitely do so. I would recommend leaving before 4 though. But come here for the morning and then either spend a resort day the rest of the evening or park hop to another park, because the crowds are almost non-existent before the Halloween parties. For the first time in a while, it looks like they had the pathway open to walk through Cinderella Castle here. I'm not sure if I've just been getting here at weird times or what. I know they closed it down for the Friendship Fair, whatever you call it, stage show. But first time I've seen it open here in a while. So we're going to take that pathway on up into Fantasyland. See what the wait times look. I don't think there's anything in there we'll ride, unless maybe Peter Pan's low, but that about never happens. Great view of Cinderella Castle here. We have this whole pathway to ourselves here. Don't see that very often. What a nice shot. And here we are. Into Fantasyland we go. It's been a long time since I've walked through the castle here, like I was saying. Forgot they have these nice murals in here. Wow. We need to get up to be our guests, not be our guests, Cinderella's Royal Table sometime up here in Cinderella Castle. One day we'll get there, maybe in the next few months while we're here. We'll just have to see if we can find some time and find some reservations for it. All right, I got our glass of water, chugged that already, and I see the Liberty Bell coming in to the dock here. Let's hop on, take a trip around the rivers of America. It's been several years since I've done that, and as you know, I'm sure they are getting ready to go away. So let's hop on. I don't know if we're gonna do Tom Sawyer's Island today. Might not be a bad idea just to kill some time. But let's take a ride with the Liberty Bell. Right over here is going to be the dock where they load up. I'm not sure quite how long the excursion is that you take on the boat. Like I said, it's been a long time, so I don't remember. I think it's about 10-15 minutes, maybe, something like that. Let's see. Just a handful of people here at the riverboat landing. Perfect timing for us. Starting our journey here with the view of Tiana's Bayou Adventure and the Festival of Fantasy Parade. You can see the Tangled float and an aerial back behind. What a great view. Looks like it is starting to sprinkle a little bit as well, so as I was saying, it looks like it's getting ready to sprinkle as well, so it could make for a fun trip back to Epcot. We'll see how it goes. Here's a better look at the Festival of Fantasy Parade. Still got some trees in our way, but you can kind of see. You see Tiana and Prince Naveen, Anna and Elsa, Olaf, and back behind, of course, the Tangled float, Flynn, Rapunzel, and the people from the Snuggly Duckling. Peter Pan way back here as well. We've got the dock here for the Tom Sawyer Island rafts, and then the rest of the island back behind. I don't know if I've ever seen that windmill there. I'm sure I have at some point, just don't really remember it. Definitely make it over there to Tom Sawyer's Island soon. Not today, I don't think, but be sure to document some and get some footage of what it's like before it's gone. I'll be doing the same with Dino Land as well. I did ride Dinosaur the other day, and Triceratops Spin actually. We'll be sure to get some footage of that, some good ride POVs, just so we have them for before it goes away. One thing I just recently found out about here is at this fort, you can see down here there's some cannons, but up at the top there's also rifles, and you can go up there, and I mean, of course, they're not like real rifles, obviously, but you can go up there and aim them, and they're meant to be so you can aim at the riders over here on Big Thunder Mountain and act like you're shooting at them as they drive by on the mine cars. Very neat, such a cool thing, but you just know that that's something that you're kind of surprised has lasted as long as it has. Looks like there's some in this tower too. Very interesting, but never knew about that until a couple weeks ago. Got some deer out here watching us cruise by. And then looks like somebody's house, old abandoned house here. Something's cooking on the stove though, it appears. Back on the opposite side of the ship here, over by where the train goes by, you can see the tracks back there through the trees. Got a fishing dock. That's cool. There's a little fish that like jumps out of the water. I think that's what that is, right? I don't know what it is actually. It doesn't look like a fish. See if it does it again. Oh yes, okay, it is a fish. Got the train tracks back there. Some more deer and other critters looking at us. Nice view of Big Thunder Mountain here behind us as well as we catch one of the mine cars go by. Look at that. Got the Native American camp over here on this side. I believe this was freshly updated here pretty soon, or here pretty recently actually. You can of course see the backside of it there from the Walt Disney World Railroad. I'd be interested to find out what types of wildlife are back here on this backside of Tom Sawyer's Island. Of course, snakes and smaller critters like that. maybe some gators. I don't know if there'd really be a lot back here in the middle of the park. If you follow Disney Park news, you do know bears is apparently an acceptable answer. Back here was where they found that bear. I don't know if it was technically on the island. I think it was actually back here by the railroad tracks, but still mind-blowing that that happened. That was a crazy day watching that unfold on the news. Backside of the Tom Sawyer's Island fort here. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this perspective of the island. Neat to see. Of course, got the Haunted Mansion coming up on the other side here, just past the trees, and the rope bridge over here. You can see back into Big Thunder. Got the barrel bridge over on this side as well. Always a lot of fun to try to run across of as the barrels move underneath you. Now I'm excited to go and check out Tom Sawyer's Island. Definitely, I mean, have to. It's still not going to be today, but soon. And then last but not least, we have the Haunted Mansion over here on this side with the view into the queue and then of the mansion up on the hill there. So many neat views here from the Liberty Bell. Very glad we went on today. Just got off the Liberty Bell here. I think the plan now, head on Pirates, just a 5-minute wait, so we'll walk right on there. And then I think we're gonna come back to Pecos Bill's Cafe, get a drink and probably some nachos, honestly. I really like their nachos, just quick and easy. So let's go get on Pirates real quick and then head over here to Pecos Bill. Here we are at Pirates, 5-minute wait still. I've seen lots of people in costumes already for the Halloween party tonight. Always my favorite part of coming here on Halloween party days is seeing all the cool costumes, because of course normally anybody over I think 14 it is can't dress up. Almost every time this is where the line begins, but still no line here. This is a complete walk-on. Love to see it, no wait at all. Right up here to the loading bay. This is our stop and we're still moving. Love to see it. Crazy the difference between here and Disneyland. Disneyland, Pirates is always a 30-40 minute wait every time. Here, it's almost always a walk-on. Not sure what the difference is, really. Of course, Disneyland Pirates is much, much, much better. But, oh well. Okay, as you saw, we rode Pirates. Also went to Space Mountain real quick, so it was maybe a 5-minute wait is all we waited. Also had our nachos for some lunch at Pecos Bill. For whatever reason, I decided I didn't need to mobile order, and so I just went and did like the standby and ordered there. That was a mistake. This is why we mobile order. I waited forever, and yeah, always mobile order, guys. Never wait in line there. Now we are heading back to Epcot. We're gonna take a look at that test track construction that I was talking about. I forgot you only go through that loop when you pull into Epcot, not when you leave. So we'll check it out there. So we walk by the Grand Floridian, taking the resort monorail because the express monorail was super long line. So we'll make a stop at the Contemporary real quick, and then we'll be there at the TTC and head on over to Epcot.
This is like, this one's like a cross between, yeah, that's awesome. But this is like a cross between like.
All right, we are boarding group 111. They are on boarding group 109. So it is time for Cosmic Rewind. Last time we got Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Let's go for Conga this time. It's been a little bit since we got Conga. So probably about 5-10 minutes maybe here just to chill before we can get on. We'll see what we get. Also, side note, now that Tron is almost off virtual queue, Guardians next, please. We have all this space set up here for extended queue if need be, but I really don't think we need it. The inside queue is plenty big. I think it'd be fine just with that. I guess we'll see if it follows soon. I think that Tron is definitely going to be a test, and if they're okay with what they see over there in Magic Kingdom, then I think Guardians will follow the same footsteps. All right, we made it off Guardians, went back into Club Cool to get another free little drink here. We got Disco Inferno, which is in my bottom 2 songs for Guardians. However, I will say it's growing on me. But that does push Iran all the way to the far bottom. Iran is so boring and bland to me. It has no, I don't know, they each have their own thing. Everybody Wants to Rule the World is more slow. Conga is like super energetic and fast. One Way or Another is really energetic too. Same with September. But yeah, Iran, not my favorite. So I'm good at Disco Inferno.